The Mexicans,
Yep.
good people.
Good people.
And they're similar to us. They grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
And all they want to do, Sonny, all they want to do is work hard, take care of their family.
Sounds like our beginnings as well.
And the thing with them is, you fight one, you fight all. So listen to this. I'm in the mess hall, right?
Yeah.
Big white guy, 6'4", had to be 300 pounds, big. He's sitting down in the paisa area, and we're sitting down at the table. Decides he wants to watch TV. Now, this is off hours. This is not like, while everybody's eating. This is during the day. You had to work in the kitchen to be there. So he didn't think he was violating anybody, right? Mm-hmm. Because he thinks that the seating only works when everybody's there.
Okay.
So he sits down. He worked in the kitchen too. And how I know this is because there was a time when I worked in the kitchen for a minute, right?
Okay.
I'm sitting down, and I see him sitting in that area. So I'm going, this guy's either nuts or, but
don't know any better.
But nobody's around, right?
Right.
A little Mexican guy comes over with him, little kid, like about 5 foot tall, walks over, very courteous, and says, "Hey, you in the paisa area." Guy looks at him and tells him,
"Yeah, brush him off." Yeah,
I'm watching TV. He's okay. I says, I looked at my watch. I'm like, give it 10 minutes, right? I'm watching. Here they come, 40 of them, booted up. You had to see it. It looked like a police. It looked like a police crossing. Like they had to roll up the red. When they put the tape.
Yeah.
A crime scene like you wouldn't believe. They hit this guy. When you got, you're 6'4", 300 pounds, but when you got 40 guys, that's 80 arms and legs coming at you, right? They stomped.
There's no running.
They stomped him. There was blood everywhere.
Oh, man.
This guy was laid out. They were hitting. He was knocked out while he was sitting in the chair. They knocked him out.
Yeah.
He was out cold, was sitting up straight.
And it was still
then finally they kicked him off to go to work on him more, to stomp on him. Mm-hmm. Well, finally, cops come, the goon squad comes, they lock the place down. Guy gets taken out in the stretchers, blood everywhere. Fight one, you fight all.
Yeah.
So I respect them for that because, but anyway, I meet with the shot caller, right?
Yeah.
Because he lived in my unit. He used to come to me for advice now and then. He wanted, thought maybe I had some wisdom or whatever, right? Yeah. So I said, look, here's the problem I see, the way you run your people. This fight one, fight all stuff, it's going to hit you in the face one day. Because you know what else he tells them? That let's say, for example, fight one, fight all, right? Now, you boot up.
Right.
Now, if you're not giving it your all, we start stomping on you. So now you got 40 guys, 20 guys, whatever it is, in a panic, going, if I don't do a good job.
So everybody wants to be the lead dog in that situation.
They're going to turn on me.
Yeah. What a philosophy.
I told him, I said, listen, my man, one day what's going to happen is, God forbid, one of these guys you're sending out to get smashed, one of them ain't going to get up. And then one of them dies, that's it. You just got a murder beef.
All of you.
All of them. And you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to tell on everybody, and that's it. You're never going to get out of here. But Italiano,
what did he say to that advice?
Well, what do I do? Well, why is the guy getting smashed to begin with? Let's look at that. You make a guy run up debt. He can't pay it back. Ultimately, he can't pay it back. You smash him. Why'd you even give him the credit to begin with? Well, the guy said he was good for it. Well, did you check his bank account? No. Did you go over to the kiosk and check to see if he's got the money? No. Oh, you just took his word for it. So the guy runs up. The guy's got a problem. He's a gambler. He's got an addiction. He's a drug addict. He's got a drug addiction. Right? He doesn't keep track of that. Before you know, he owes you 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Now the guy can't pay.
Come up with the money.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is it then? Yours or his?
It's a good point.
Right?
Logic has to take over at some point there.
Exactly. So I said, first off, you got to curb these guys in. You can't let them run up these tabs. That's one. Two, if you have to absolutely smash a guy, if you have to, why 40 people on one? Get your crew that has maybe 2, 3, 4, even 5 guys. Mm-hmm. Let them be your hitters. Let them take care of your work. No need to, you would sleep Sunny in the middle of the night, let's say, right? Because you're sleeping in an open dorm.
Right.
Right? All of a sudden, you see them all getting ready, putting the boots on, gloves so they can't.
Yeah.
And they all march out. And somebody's going to get cracked.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, you hear screaming somewhere.
It's about to go down, man.
As you hear screaming, cops come, and same routine. They wake everybody up, put the lights on, put your hands out. They want to see where it came from, and everybody gets pissed off. Even the jail.
Yeah.
Because the jail works with them. The jail tell them, hey, if they check a guy in the hole, they'll the captain and everybody, they'll go to the head shot callers. They'll say, hey, can this guy come back out? No, you can't come back out. Well, then they got to ship him. Guy stays in the hole till they ship him.
Wow. Interesting on how they've created their own culture in there. And obviously they don't really have a choice. But I think you put some logic on the guy and he probably rearranged some stuff.
Yeah, they're really good people, especially the ones that, very similar culture to Italians.
Yeah.
They're all about family. Food to them is symbolic. They'll sit down, they'll eat.
Yeah, that's true.
And, they celebrate the same holidays we do. I mean, we don't have Cinco de Mayo, but,
Yeah, but all the religious holidays, like you said, Catholicism holidays are all out there.
And the Mexican food's different.
Yeah.
When you go to different parts of the country, you think I used to think, well, all the salsa is the same. Taco's a taco, burrito. I got a real education.
Yeah.
You go have Mexican food here. We're on the border of, what's the border town we got? Tucson's on the border of Nogales.
Nogales.
Where's that?
Nogales. Yep.
Different type of food.
And the flag.
There you go.
The flag.
What's the Italian flag backwards, right?
It is.
All they got is a little symbol.
Yeah. The border there, Juarez, the food in Texas is different as far as the Mexican food. The salsa is different. They make their burritos a different way. Like in Chihuahua, which is near Juarez, their burritos, they don't roll them and seal them. It's like a big taco. That's their burrito.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's all
kind of like our culture too. There's different regions: Northern Italian cooking, Venetian cooking, Southern, which is a lot of fish, Calabria, and all of that. So yeah, I can understand how that is different styles, a little different makeup with the salsas and stuff. That makes sense.
The ones that I did time with were all legal. They've been here for years. Their family they've been in El Paso for decades. Very interesting place. Latuna, Texas, El Paso.
And that was the last place you were at before you came?
Yes, I got released from there.
Okay.
Took a plane back, and I went to the halfway house.
Right.
And then from the halfway house, I went on home confinement because they had a program called First Step Act. Every month you earn credits towards getting time off. Again, a lot of things have to qualify. You have to be a nonviolent offender, which I was. Your programming goes into it. That's where a lot of guys I think will be interested because people want to know how it is in there to live.
Sure.
And also guys that are going to jail, they don't know what to expect. So you can help them in that way because there's a lot of things you should be preparing for when you go inside.
Yeah, I would imagine there's got to be a lot of things. And you could probably help some people get ready or help transition even out when they're sitting in the halfway house. Maybe help some of those guys. Yeah,
I got 3 years paper, so,
right.
18 months into it.
Okay.
And life is good,
Yeah.
And I think it's time for coffee and pastries, right?
Sounds good.
Actually, I want to get back to this little celebrity thing. So we have Jeff Goldblum over here.
There's more we're going to talk about?
There is something else I want to bring up here. Very interesting because I've been trying to figure this one out for a few days and I just did it. So...
And this is a comment?
We found Frank.
Did somebody say this?
No, but they're going to eventually.
No, did somebody say this?
Because now I'm looking at you right next to him.
But this guy died, didn't he?
Yeah, Tom did die.
What's his name? Michael Manson?
Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore. Same thing. They look a lot alike. I said Michael.
He does. You look at him right now. I look at him side to side. Give Sizemore some more...
So listen, I take it as a compliment.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
But Mike, I know I'm not allowed to read the comments, go to bed. But I got to ask, are they good or bad?